Alright, can we jump in now? Alright, alright. I'm working on it. Alright. Yeah, y'all join. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're loading in here. Alright. Yep.
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to race here at Darlington with the Bandits. Green flag in here. We are racing at Darlington. We got a 22 lapper on our hands here, boys. How about Grizzly? Clear of the field. Dan right on his bumper.
Oh.
Grizzly trying to hold on up here. Contact further back. The 08's around. Caution on the speedway. Grizzly, your leader at the caution.
Randall. Yeah, that happened right in front of me, you guys.
Alright, so the pit road will be open this time by. Grizzly leads us over Dan, Burton, and Dakfu, your top four. The 08 of Randy went around. I believe that's the 4 of Missy's got back there with him.
Yeah, when he came back up.
Contact here on the opening lap of the race here at Darlington. That just proves the type of close quarters racing we can see at this track.
Yeah, I was right behind you guys. Whoa, 14.4. Nice pit stop, guys.
Looks like we got a caution early in the race.
Yeah, where have you been?
Oh, the 3 of you guys squished me in there, man.
Eating myself, opening my beer.
So an issue with controller hog, he has to come back around the pit. So I believe that means a 51 of Dan comes out as your race leader. So at least have another lap on our hands under this caution. So here comes Corey. We expect him to come in and top off. Adding another lap to this opening lap caution here at Darlington with the Bandits cars. We're just getting these drivers more and more anxious and ready to get back to racing. You know, Dan just came off the Gunman Truck Series win. He's ready to go. Grizzly to his inside. Row 2 we got Burton and Dakfu. Row 3 we have, I believe that is Bud and Taco. We got a interesting top 6 on our hands. Let's get to racing here at Darlington. Here we go, the field into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We're racing at Darlington with these Bandits cars. How about Dan? Clear to the race lead. Dakfu, a big move on the outside, able to clear the third. Looking strong, looking for Grizzly. Contact behind him. I believe that's Bud into the wall.
No, I didn't touch the wall.
Okay, Bud didn't get into the wall. It looked like he did though. Now Bud's into the wall. How about his run to the inside of the 2? That's Burton. He's looking to the inside of. Can't get down there. Burton holds station in the 4th position. About Devin Fever back in the back, trying to work his way to the inside. The top 4 all slide up the track through turn 2. And everybody keeps it on the track down the back besides Burton. That's a classic case of don't do something your car can't handle. But able to get away with this one early in the race. How about Grizzly looking to the inside of Dan? Can't get his nose down there. Dakfu now piling on the pressure on the 9. Taco there on the insides, letting up some spots. Whoa, contact up front. Grizzly diving down the back stretch. Dakfu clear to 2nd. Corey Ferver back in the pack. Has to get down to the apron of the track. Up the wall. Into the wall goes the 9. Dakfu. A great run on Dan. A huge block from the 51. Looking to the outside. Can he get his fender out there? Side by side. Into turn 3. The 21 into the wall. '51's loose. He was able to hold on to that spot. Here we go into turn 1. Now Dakfu. The roles reverse. He's under pressure from the 9 of Grizzly. Dakfu into the wall. Oh, collect Bud. Around goes the 13. Contact on the front stretch. Burton it hard into the inside wall.
Son of a bitch.
Caution on the speedway early again here. That's Grizzly who made contact with Burton.
Wow.
And that is the leader crossing the start-finish line to work our 2nd caution period of the day. 8 laps to go here in stage 1.
Are we gonna have green flag pit stops? I wonder.
Saved again.
That was definitely the fault of the 9 car. So here we go, pit road open once again. These tires, they wear out fast. These they're screaming on the radio. 4 fresh ones, please.
Yeah, I got spun right around.
So if a late restart here in stage number 1, who's going to be ballsy? Maybe take 2 tires or splash a fuel. We'll see. Everybody in their pit boxes, car is down and away. The 23 Malenko leading at the moment. Racing on the pit exit. Dan was able to get there. Malenko 2nd. Dakfu 3rd. That'd be Devin in 4th, Corey 5th, Controller Hog 6th, Taco 7th. Everybody will file in behind there.
Okay, deck food. That's 1 for each race. No more, please.
Everybody's up here. We are good to go racing once again here at Darlington. I believe we'll have 6 to go when we go green. What? Who said 8? Green flag back in here. We're racing once again. The 51 of Dan soars into turn 1. 11 laps to go.
Oi.
Up the wall goes to 0. Dan is gone from everybody. Ooh, I mean that's Bud. No, that's Miz into the wall. And around goes the 23. He'll collect the 21 and the rest of the field.
Oh my god.
Up the track hard goes the 36. The 21 hard into the inside wall. Caution on the speedway. That's everybody. Racing it back to the start-finish line. Even though, I mean, there's a clear leader.
Oh yeah, that's a clear leader.
That is absolutely wild what's going on here early in the race. 3 caution before we even get to the end of the first stage. I have no idea who hit the 23 car. No idea who hit him. '23-21 will be the first 2 cars for this caution. That's the 3rd caution of the day before we even get to the end of stage number 1. Pit road will be open now. It'll be interesting. Who will pit? Who will stay out? Who's going to take splash? 2 tires? 4 tires? What's going to happen here? A lot of stuff's going to happen.
Is the 51 gonna stay out or he's gonna stay out?
Oh, he's obviously staying out. He was up there by a mile. I don't even know why you had to question that one. That one was obvious. Along with him, we'll have the 13 of Bud. Everybody else pits. Now, what do they take? Is the next question.
Saving my tires.
Wow, looks like everybody's taking 4 tires, I believe.
Why? I got fresh tires.
Yeah, the 13 and the 51 stayed out.
Yeah, the 13 and the 51 are the only drivers who won't be on 4 fresh ones on this restart. That is gonna suck, because row 2 is gonna have 4 fresh tires.
Row 2 on back is gonna have 4 fresh tires.
Well, yes, but row 2 is right there to pounce. So it's gonna be fun
Insider.
to see. We'll get 1 to go this time by the start-finish line.
Inside outside, Dan.
So there'll be a 1-lap shootout for this first stage.
Not even close. I don't believe we're gonna get a 1-lap shootout. I believe this is gonna be like 7 laps.
Alright.
Alright, so it'll be a 6-lap shootout when we go green. I don't know where he got the number 1 from. We have 6 laps to go. So, here we go. Yep. 3 cautions already here in the first stage. Row 1, we've got Dan and Bud. Row 2 will have Randy and Devin. Row 3 will have Grizzly and Burton. Row 4 we will have Miz and Taco. Row 5 Controller Hog and Corey. Row 6 that freak, wow, that is I am not used to freaking that car. Freaking Dakfu. In row 8 we'll have Malenko. So here we go, back to racing once again at Darlington here. When the field hits the restart zone, Dan will lead us back to the green here. Double wide, ready to go. Back to racing we go at Darlington. 6 laps here at the end of stage number 1. Everybody jostling for position behind the 51 of Dan. How about Bud muscling his way up to second? Devin there in third.
Dan still
Bud
holding
muscling
strong
his way
in the
to
lead.
stay in second.
And here comes the 0-0.
Whoa, a huge run. Here comes the 2 of
The 0
Burton. A
and the
big run
8,
out the
or
exit.
the
The 0
8.
of Devin looking to get the second. The 08 of Randy. Everybody's going to swallow up this 13 car with no tires. 3 wide. The 13 is getting bullied to that outside wall. That's what's going to happen when people have fresh tires and few laps to go into stage. You are going to get absolutely used up, and around goes the 2 into the 08. He'll collect the 19, the 4.
Oh, God.
And this may be the last one we get this stage. Or 4 to go. Is there a caution? But I don't think we can have one, so I believe we're going to go green to the end here for 4 laps to go. Dan leads over Devin. Oh yeah, 3 cautions already. And that easily could have been a 4th one, but we have the rule here. 5 laps to go in the stages, we will not have cautions.
Ooh. That's gonna suck for the people who spawn out.
Yeah, they're just not gonna get stage points here, but Dan all over the road. Here comes Devin looking for the lead here in second, closing up to the back bumper to 51. How about Bud hanging on to 3rd? Now under attack from Grizzly, who'll go right on by. Or not, he'll fight it, but Grizzly will clear on the front stretch. Corey in 5th. Dan into the wall, trying to hold on to that top spot. I believe Devin made a mistake as well.
Whoa,
Wow,
guys.
this is impressive for everybody on the track.
Oh, that we're actually getting some green flag racing?
I was gonna say, are we really? We might actually have green flag racing.
Yep, how about Bud under attack from Corey? Something happened to Grizzly. Corey clears to 3rd. Malico now up to 5th, looking to get 4th from Bud. Grizzly now back in 6th, looking to take it 3 wide. Look at the inside of Bud. Malico clears Bud. This is the last lap of the stage.
I believe so.
Alright, so Dan wins the stage, Devin 2nd, Corey 3rd, Malico 4th, and I believe Bud held on to 5th. What a wicked restart. Yeah, how about the 23 going from 13th to 4th on that restart?
That was an exciting first half of the race, first stage.
Who's streaming?
I don't know who's streaming.
I am.
Alright, so let's take this to get a breather. We actually got some green flag racing in, so we're gonna cherish that. Take a breather, recollect ourselves, get ready to go double wide and back to caution right after this green flag. Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Here we go, green flag back in here. We're racing once again at Darlington. We got a 19 lapper on our hands here for stage number 2. Dan and Malenko toe to toe up on the front row. Dan clears Malenko through turn 2. Devin slides up the track. Bud goes to 3rd. And that's how tight-knit of a group this is. One little mistake and you lose one little spot.
Oh, damn.
Here goes Bud. Now handing it right back to Devin. Corey up, or I'm sorry, not Corey, Grizzly up to 4th. Corey right now sat in 6th, trying to clear controller all get into turn 3. He'll do so, looking to the inside of the 13, now looking for a top 5 spot. Dan all the way to the outside edge of the racetrack. Corey misses his entry, he slides all the way up, he'll collect the 8th. We stay straight. 3 and 4 wide behind him. Somehow, someway, nobody ratchet. Now Taco makes contact with Controller Hog. We're still straight. Now Controller Hog into the 08. And somehow we're still straight. Wow. They were wrecking the entire lap. Controller Hog, what a masterful drive to still somehow keep that car under control. He got hit by everybody but the hot dog driver. So back up front, Devin right now sat third. He's got Grizzly on the bumper. Oh, Malico into the wall, Dan into the wall. Side by side, Devin with a huge run. Malico loses second. Dan back into the wall. Devin's here. Malico's going to go from 2nd to 5th. Cars wrecking behind him. The 8's around. The 2, the 4 are around. Caution on the speedway. Oh, the 8 gets slammed by the 4. Racing it back to the start-finish line. Dan and Devin side by side to the line. It's going to be Dan over Devin. Dan over Devin, Grizzly, Bud.
I'm assuming there's a caution out.
Yes, where have you been? This is our 4th manual caution of the day. You've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching.
I'm not staying up this.
You're a commentator.
I mean, I've been trying to commentate, but every time I try to speak, you start talking, and I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt you. That's why when I.
All right, well then that would have been something to say. All right, if I'm like taking up everything, then okay, let me know.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you because the last time I tried commentating a race, I was commentating next to somewhat of a professional. I mean, literally can take the real NASCAR commentators to shame. And I never once got a word out but hello viewers. That's it. That's the only words I got out of my mouth was hello viewers. That was it. After that, I was silent for the rest of the race.
I'm glad that compared to that. But here we go. Pit road is busy. We're ready to roll. Who's going to win this race off of pit road? It'll be
looks like it's going to be a 51 of Dan.
Over Devin, Grizzly, Bud, Malenko, your top 5. Deakfu 6th. Corey 7th. Freak 8th. Taco 9th. And they'll file in from there. I believe Burton 10th. Controller Hog 11th. Randy 12th.
You know what I mean?
Miz 13th. We're gonna go back to racing this time by the restart zone. So here we go. We'll line them up double wide. We will try this again here in stage number 2. Yep. Working our 4th manual caution of the day. We got Dan on the outside of row 1. Devin to his inside. Row 2 we have
I think Dan
Grizzly and Bud.
Most of
row
the
3 we have
laps.
Malenko and Dakfu.
I believe Dan's led most of their laps, hasn't he?
Dan has been dominant. Green flag
and
once
here we
again.
Go, green flag racing again.
Wow, what a shove by the 13 of Bud. Bud will shoot Dan clear to the lead. Bud will clear to 2nd.
And there's a
wrecking in the back. Around goes everybody. That's another magic C word if I've ever seen one, but nobody's called it yet. Now caution on the speedway. Huge accident there. That collected everybody. And Dan gets it over Bud and Devin, the top 3. And it's our 5th manual caution of the day. We've had our first blown motor of this race. The 21 of Dakfu has blown an engine.
Uh-oh. I guess that crew chief's upset right there.
So is that a good push, Dan?
I bet you that pit crew's gonna take a long time to think of what they did with that motor to try to fix that for next week.
Yeah, you can already hear the Chad Canals. Got to be kidding me over the radio right now. Here we go. Heading to pit road.
And
Dan will not
out
pit
again.
That is something Dan will do. He knows track position is just king here. You've seen him. Here's the reason why he's led so many laps. He's been up there all the damn time. If he can stay up there, he'll lead the lap. So I think his process is hold on to the track position as much as he can. And that's just kind of the way this package is set up, where clean air trumps all other advancements. I mean, it takes a
While we're under caution, I'd like to
huge
take
advantage.
this announcement, and if you guys have not done it, please go check out Veedverks.com and use the promo code VCOS for all your CBD needs.
All right, here we go.
Uses.
Down and away. Miz wins the race off of pit road over Corey. Over Randy, Devin, Bud, Grizzly, and Controller. Yeah, we usually try to get the sponsorship plugs during the stage break, but that works too.
Well, any caution will work.
Sure, but there's not action happening during the stage break.
What do you expect a caution? They're like literally going down pit road.
Can't talk about pit road. Okay. Here we go, we're double wide and ready to go. We're gonna go green this time by Dan and Miz. Make up your front row. Corey, Randy, row 2. Devin and Bud, row 3. Back to racing once again at Darlington.
And it looks like that outside road did not get going.
Yeah, nobody behind the 51 got going. Dan barely clears Miz.
Man,
you must still have good tires.
You held up the whole line back here, man.
Fourth place forgot how to restart a race car.
Well, the engine's going. They probably just missed a shift.
Oh no, he missed the gas pedal. He didn't miss a shift.
The gas pedal's on the right.
I had to push him to turn 1.
Whoa! Contact behind him, Grizzly. Malcolm at contact. Malcolm able to hold on to it. I'm sorry, that's Burton. 2 black and red cars. Corey
Dan
up to
still
second.
holding the lead.
So now Corey trying to chase down the 51 of Dan. He'll have Devin on his back bumper. He'll have Miz behind him. And Burton there in 5th.
But
Is that Freak? How about Freak looking for a top 5 position? Finally getting some good out of that 7 car. Let's see what Freak can do towards the front. Corey contact Devin on the inside of the track. Wreck in the back. Looks like it's a 1-car incident. Miz gets back going. We stay green. And as soon as they say that, Freak not only gets into the top 5, he'll go up to 3rd behind Burton and a mile behind Dan.
What happened from 2nd to 1st? Like, that's like...
Oh, the big moment for the 51!
That's okay. He can mess up about 2 more of them, and he can do about 2 more of them, and they won't catch him still.
Oh. Yeah, they got a huge run on him because when you mess up that corner, you mess up the whole back stretch. You mess up your entry to turns 3 and 4. Like, it takes a lot out of your lap.
Oh, yeah, it does.
One little mistake can destroy your lap.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to get that second place out of his draft right now.
Yep.
That second place has got a hold of his draft. He's coming up quick. Here comes the 2.
Yeah, Burton, he's there. Remember, these two were battling for the win in the Gunman Truck Series race just a few minutes ago. And just over 45 minutes ago, these two were going toe-to-toe for a race victory. We're going to come to 2 laps to go in stage number 2. And somehow, we only have 2 cautions this stage.
But 4 manuals so far this entire race. For 5.
Yep, 5 for the race. That's got to be a better outlook than what we were looking at after stage 1. So let's see how many we can rack up in stage number 3. Dan slides up the track, coming to the last lap of stage number 2. Not really under any pressure, but we might get a lunge from Burton. We will see. Working the last mile and a third.
Can Dan sweep both events?
Well, let's worry about stage number 2 before we talk about the race win. And Dan, a huge moment off of turn number 2.
He's coming around turn 3, going into turn 4. Can he stay
He has
in that
a big
lead?
advantage now. He's all good. Dan's going to come off of turn number 4, and he will win stage number 2 over Burton. Burton tried as he might, but he was not going to catch that gap in that amount of time. Randy comes home 3rd. Freak comes home 4th. And Bud with 5th.
Wow.
Those will be the 5 drivers getting stage points. Again, that is Dan, Burton, Randy, Freak, and Bud getting the top 5 stage points here in stage number 2.
Some good points today.
We're going to go ahead and take a breather from this one. Again, some more green flag racing. Love to see that.
Question.
Make sure you go to Veedverks.com and use promo code VCOS for discounts on CBD-based products and needs. Again, show them as much support as they've shown us the past 2 seasons. It would mean a lot.
Do we have standings for the points?
Yes, we do. They are on the Facebook page. Go make sure you go to the Veedverk Outlaw Series Facebook page and check out the most recent point standings to know who's in the hunt for the playoffs.
Yeah, so we can give the viewers some insight on who's leading in points.
Yep, here we go. Double wide and ready to go. How about a new race leader? The 2 of Burton is going to lead us to green here at Darlington for stage number 3. Taco can't stay in line through the restart zone. We got a 27 lapper on our hands. Burton not clear, Dan, but he'll put him into the wall to make sure he's clear. I know. Oh, and a big impact for the 08! So how about Bud up to 2nd, clear of the pack. Carson to the wall, I think that's a 0 of Devin. How about Freak looking for 3rd on the 51 of Dan. Bud a huge run on Burton. Oh, Bud's got to check a big time. Dan into the back bumper of the 13.
So far we got Corey in first place.
Oh, the 7 into the wall, the 23, the 36 into the wall. Everybody's in the wall. You get a wall, you get a wall, you get a wall.
Does everybody get a wall?
You get a wall. Here we go back into turn 1. Dan looking on the 13 for 2nd. Up the track goes the 51, trying to get the crossover. How about Freak? A huge run up the inside. Bud cuts right down on the 51. We stay straight. We stay green. How about Freak to his outside?
Sorry,
Freak
Dan.
trying to get 2nd. Freak into the wall. We racking up them Darlington stripes tonight, boys. And freak back into the wall. Add another 2 to the list. How about Dan looking to the inside of the 13 once again. Malico, big run to the center of the corner, being freaked back into the wall. No, that's Taco. Again, all of this going on for a second. Bud's got this entire posse of cars behind him. I'm sure most of them are faster than him. Oh, contact. Malico comes down the track, clips the 19. Trying to keep the car under control down there. Whoa, contact further back, Devin and Miz. Bud up the track. Again, Dan right on that back bumper. These two are fighting hard for second. Burton increasing the lead on Bud. Dan knows how vital it is to get around the 13, who's, I think, slower than him. Bud into the wall. Here goes Dan. Clear for second. Now Malico looking for third. He wants that final podium position that Bud is holding right now. How aggressive will Malico be on Bud? Oh, Malico looking to the inside. Bud puts himself in the wall. And Malico clears Bud for third. And Malico able to hold on to that lane and not let Bud cross him over.
Fuck you, Malico.
Here comes a lunge from Bud to the inside. Malico loose off of turn 2. Wow, how about this? As soon as Dan got around the 13 of Bud, he rocketed up to the 2 car. Kind of shows the speed differential of those 2 race cars.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Wow, Dan's got a real rocket ship under him tonight. Dan now breathing down the neck of Burton.
Now, is that 51 going to catch that too is the question. And get past him.
Oh, he's already caught him. Now it's working about passing him. And Dan all over the back bumper of the 2 car.
He's all over that 2 car. He wants that spot back, and he's coming down low of the 2.
Yep,
side
Dan
by
a
side.
huge run.
And can he clear him? And he clears him.
Dan clears Burton. Burton looking to cross him over. Dan with the block. Oh, Burton had to get out of the front big time, and into the wall he goes. Probably up from the slipstream.
See, now that I've noticed that they've did an update with the split stream on this game so far.
Slipstream, oh, car in the wall.
No, we didn't touch.
Oh, they almost did.
It was close.
There's either 2 ways your car will handle in that split stream. Either your car will get super loose, or your car will get super tight.
The car never gets loose in the slipstream. It's tight or tight. Have you ever driven a car behind another car at a high rate of speed? Your car's shooting to the outside wall. Unless your car is built like a sandpaper, you're not gonna lose the car. You're just gonna go straight to the outside wall. Yeah, or you have no tire grip. No, when you get in the slipstream of another car, you go to the outside wall or you slow way down.
We got the 9. Got the 9 down pit road right now.
Yep, green flag pit stops. They're trying to split this stage in half or short pit the others.
Here
trying
comes
to get those
the 13
fresh tires
coming down pit road.
The 13 of Bud, he's in the battle up front. The 9 of Grizzly kind of faded away as we headed into the stages that mattered. See how long Dan stays out. As I say that, here he comes. One of the trickiest pit roads to get to. Let's right on board the 51. Oh, perfect. I mean, that is a near perfect pit entry. Burton will follow him in. And the 4 follows him in as well. I believe this gives us the lead to the 23 of Malenko, who he's coming to pit road right now. And Malenko's on pit road.
We got the 51 down pit road.
Oh yeah, the 51 has been on pit road.
Okay, 13's coming up.
Here we go to race off pit road. Burton will win the race off pit road over Dan. They're going to be racing on the pit exit.
Oh yes, it
They
will.
are side by side. I think Dan got a better pit exit. The 9 at Grizzly is your race leader. With the short pit, Dan comes out behind the 2, or in front of the 2 of Burton. And now their mission is to try to catch that 9 car. Look at the amount of
And can they do it?
look at the amount of time he gained on that short pit.
Oh yeah.
And that is wicked.
Now lap traffic is now a factor.
Oh, the 51 regained the race lead.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, but don't look too soon. He got that 23 Malenko, who's also very fast there in third. Not too far behind these guys. If they start to battle, this could really get interesting. Oh, big moment for Burton. This could allow Malenko to go to second. Now it's Dan and Malenko to top 2.
We got the 51 still in the lead, followed by the
23 of Malenko, the
23 of
2 of
Malenko.
Burton.
And who else? Who's the other 2? I don't know, it's gonna be tough to see.
We got 9 laps left here at Darlington. Oh, that's... I don't think anybody took different. I think everybody took 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel or whatever amount of fuel they needed to make it to the end of this race. I don't believe anybody took less than 4 tires at a track that just degrades tires so much. Tires matter so much on this game specifically that you just, I mean, 2 tires is almost a death sentence. I can almost guarantee you, I can write you a check that Dan took 4 tires. Yeah, Dan's encountering lap traffic here with the 08 of Randy. Coming around to 7 to go. And Randy gives him the lane. Now he might still race him into turn 1, but don't count your chickens before they hatch. And now he's clear. That still was a little worrisome. He gave him the lane, but not the spot.
And the 51 passes the lap car.
Yeah,
I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. Now the 23 and the 2 have to get past.
How about
that
Malenko gaining on the 51 of Dan? How about Malenko using that slipstream to close that gap? The lap car becoming a factor. We've got 5 laps to go this time by.
Don't get it, man. They go into the pit in 5th place. They come out in 11th. What the hell?
You got loose.
Malenko's bringing Burton with him. 5 laps to go here at Darlington.
Oh my. 5
Can
laps
Dan
to go.
drive 5 perfect laps? Whoa! The 2 of Burton! The huge one went off of turn 2 once again. I don't think he can. I think it's going to be Malenko who's going to catch Dan if anybody catches Dan. Malenko's the one in second.
Yeah, can
4 laps
Malenko
to
catch
go.
that 51? And if Malenko catches that 51 of Dan, what would his plan be to pass that 51?
Oh, these two, they go way back. I don't know how much Malenko would force the issue, but I wouldn't rule out Malenko all out just going for it if he gets the chance.
Oh yes.
So 3 laps to go here at Darlington. Dan still holding a steady lead over Malenko. Nothing to be worried about, not running away. Which he has to do. But wow, that 23 and that 2 Corday are just too fast right now. Dan wishes they were just a little bit slower with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go here at Darlington. Dan trying to get a double-decker Tuesday here. I don't know. I think he's losing time to him. I don't think Dan's ever really pulling away from these guys. They are drafting one another. Coming around to 1 lap to go. It might just be too little too late unless Dan makes a mistake. Here we go into turn number 1 on the final lap here at Darlington. No, the 2 doesn't matter now. It's all about the 51, and if he makes a mistake... Whoa, and they both get loose! So now this is really in the history books for this one. Dan is going to come through turns 3 and 4, and unless he, dies, he's going to win here. The Wholemade Veedverks Bandit Series race here at Darlington, getting himself the double header tonight.
Now the question is how far up in the
Burton able to get second. Malenko got second. Burton third. Controller Hog fourth. Devin fifth. Corey sixth. Grizzly seventh. Freak eighth. Miz ninth. Taco rounds out your top 10.
Damn it.
We still have another one of these bad boys to go.
Did Malenko get second place?
Malenko did get second.
My pit crew
Oh,
sucks
that might move
severely,
him
man.
up to third in
I
points.
went in 5th place. I came out in 11th. Like, what the hell, man?
What is up with this? I see Corey more on top than I see anybody else.
Corey's fast.
And Corey got the fastest lap time.
Of course, Corey got the fastest lap time both races tonight.
Hey, good wins, Dan.
All right, so are we gonna get interviews for the top 3?
Yeah, if they want to stick around, we get Burton, Malenko, and Dan to get their voice shared once again, and we'll get some interviews going.
Good night, everybody.
Seems like all these drivers are happy that it's over.
Oh yeah, but hold on, are we gonna get you, Burton? Alright, maybe we won't get him, but Malika, you want to share your voice and get an interview going? Alright, so we're joined by our second place finisher, Malenko. It was a hard fought battle there at the end. First, how'd you hold on to second? That one was tough.
Well, to hold on to second, I was just pushing as hard as I can to get to Dan. It was a big gap, and Dan was just the class of the field today. No one could really get by him. Burton restarted ahead of him, and Dan cleared him right away. Dan was just quite fast. They had control of the entire race. Just glad to get second from being back of the pack most of the race.
Could you? All right, I ask this all the time, but what could you have done differently? Catch Dan. Could you have done anything?
So the only thing that I was lacking is speed. Just wasn't fast enough.
It looks like Dan's really got this track nailed down. What can you take from tonight, heading into the Outlaws race tomorrow?
Maybe the only thing that you can really take in from this to, well, really, Cup is the tire wear. Tire wear was real bad. Couldn't really make a full field run. The tires wore out before the field did.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna be expecting in the Cup Series.
I'll let these guys ask you some questions if they're able to.
So Maliko, what was your strategy going into tonight's Xfinity race?
Didn't really have much of a strategy going into the race. Just see where it was on the final restart there, and third stage really, and just a lot more caution than I thought it was gonna be.
Right.
So I just moved my way through the field, got a few lucky breaks there, and just was put in a good position. I ended up coming down on Corey. I want to apologize to Corey, because for him I did come down on him, so it's totally my bad.
Well, did you do anything different in the Xfinity Series race than you did in the trucks?
I ran my Xfinity car quite a bit looser than the truck. Truck was fine, being a little bit more snug, and it went a lot further on tires, but I had to loosen the Xfinity car up for tires.
Right. All right, Sticky, you got any questions you want to ask him? All right. I guess Maliko's interview's done.
All right, but yeah, congratulations on your second place finish. Good luck to you tomorrow night and next week.
Thank you.
All right, Burton, you got us?
Yep.
All right, is your audio shared?
Yep.
All right, we're joined by our third place finisher, Burton. Burton, tell me about that race with Malika there at the end.
Yeah, it was fun. Just them tires, man. They're. It's crucial to keep them good, because I just used a carb right there at the end. But I had a blast. Great race.
I think the tire wear being so treacherous at this track adds to the quality racing you can have. Tell me about racing Dan today. You got up there, had some fun with him. How was it racing Dan?
It was great, man. It was the chances that I got to run against the leader. I don't know if it would have stayed up there, but it was really strong. I just kept messing up. Every time I'd get up to him, man, I'd hit the apron or something. This track ain't that wide, so.
That's the beauty of the track, only being like a lane and a half wide. You really gotta get that car into that lane, or it's not sticking.
Yeah, but overall, it was a fun race, great race, everybody's behalf.
Could you have done anything there at the end to catch Dan?
Maybe save my tires a little bit better.
That's a tall task at a track like this, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, see if these guys have any questions for you.
Stinky, you got any questions?
Oh, every time I was stopping here, I was getting 4.
Yeah, that makes sense. This track is
I wasn't
wicked.
going to risk it. Just what I needed. And I think I got a can. 4 tires in 1 can.
Now, Burton, this is a hypothetical question for you for this track. Would you ever take 2-tire pit stop on this on Darlington?
No, not with anything over 5 to go. I wouldn't.
I was saying maybe like a 2-lap shootout.
After after 2 or 3 laps, you know what you've.
So you wouldn't risk that pit stop?
Nope. I've done it before. I had a race wrapped up in Dover last year or something like that, and I took 2 tires, and it basically lost me the race. So ever since then, I don't risk it, man.
Okay.
I mean, it was just legit accidents. The track's not that wide, but as far as the rest of the race, I mean, everybody did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that just provides a lot of close quarter racing, a lot of hard to miss incidents that happen, and the whole field gets collected. Thank you for joining us, Burden. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish tonight. Good luck to you tomorrow night and heading into next week.
Thank you. Yep, appreciate you guys.
All right, Sticky. Dan, do you have a copy on us?
I do.
All right, we are joined by our race winner, Dan. Dan, how does it feel getting that doubleheader victory here tonight?
It's the first time I can actually say I've done it, so it feels great. And to win, actually do a clean sweep in the Xfinity race is even better.
Yeah, you dominated the stages. I mean, I don't know how many laps you didn't lead tonight. I think maybe green flag pit stops, and that might be it.
Well, Burton led a few. I had to run him back down after being stuck behind Bud. Yeah, it was frustrating, man. I didn't want to move him. I wasn't going to move him. But once I got clear of him, it showed how fast my car actually was.
Oh, yeah, your car was a rocket ship. I knew Bud was holding you up. You just the way you are, you're just a clean driver, especially when you have such a rocket ship. There's no reason for you to have made an aggressive move there.
I just wasn't trying to cause trouble. I had chances to move him out of the way, but I wasn't going to do it. And then when I pit for the final green flag pit stop, I actually had to repair damage and came out right next to Burton.
Oh, wow. That was... how about that race on the pit exit? That was wicked.
I pedaled it and held it to the grass. And then once I pedaled it the first time, I got into it and just never let off. I was like, we're going to come out really close or I'm going to be a little bit in front of him.
So I know tonight is, default setups, pit road adjustments maybe. Can you take anything for your cup set tomorrow night and kind of maybe get yourself that triple header sweep?
With how these cars are, the way you have to drive the cup is totally different, in my opinion. Like, these cars, you can actually throw it into the corners. The cups, you have to actually let them roll into it. Like, in the Xfinity race, the last, 10 laps, I wasn't even using the brakes. I was just throwing it in the corner, letting off, and then getting back on it as quick as I could. I was driving the absolute wheels off the car.
All right, let these guys get you a couple questions in here. Ripper, Sticky.
All right. So, Dan, first I'd like to congratulate you on your double sweep for the Xfinity and the truck race win. I'd like to congratulate you on both of that.
Thank you.
And did you do anything different in this race than you did in the trucks?
I held my track position. And when we ran a lap and a half, and I would just stay out because my tires were still at 99%. I was like, there's no reason for me to pit, and I had a good enough car to hold people off.
Right.
So I was just trying to keep myself up front.
Right. For that last pit stop, what did you take on that last pit stop?
4 tires and a can of fuel, and repaired my damage from Bud's back end.
All right, so I know I asked Burton this, and I'm gonna ask you this. Could you ever see yourself taking 2 tires on Darlington?
I did in stage 1.
Ooh, you did in stage 1.
That's what got me into. That's what got me to the.
I said on that pit. I said on that pit stop. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
any
I
other
was
pit
about
stop
to say in
that race.
stage 1, I took 2 to get to the lead.
Learn how to listen before you come at me.
And now, then my whole goal was just to hold them off. It's a challenge to take 2. Like, that track is loose as it is, and it destroys the tires. So taking 2 is a risk. Well, I knew it was when I did it. So
right. Well, going into tomorrow's race, I know you're looking forward to that. Back at Darlington again for you. See if you can sweep that one and make that one a win. Could you see yourself taking 2 tires at that track again for the Cup race?
Probably not. The cup cars are definitely more of a challenge to take 2. Because they eat the rear tires away. Because you're on the throttle so hard, so quick. It just eats them.
Did you save any gas throughout the entire race?
Just under
Other
cautions.
than the cautions.
Yeah,
Other than the cautions.
just under cautions.
Just under cautions.
Yeah, there's like every time we pit with the perfect amount, so it wasn't really saving involved. That the last pit stop, I stayed out there until I knew I only had to take a can to make it. That's why I ducked off so quick as I did.
Okay. Sticky, do you have any questions for him?
Pressure? Yeah, there's always pressure. Everybody's really good in this league. Like, everybody can win. It's just, if you can hold your car up front and make the right adjustments in the race to make your car a little bit better, and challenging the people who are up front, like Corey, myself, Burton, Malenko, like, we're all real fast. You just got to be able to hold yourself in line and not make a mistake, not forcing yourself to make a mistake by trying to drive too hard. Yeah, well, I always had the pressure. Like, I want to win. Like, that's all I want to do is win. Running second to Corey, I know he's faster than me. I just want to be able to beat him. Like, that is my whole goal, is to be better, beat Corey on the tracks I know he's faster than me at.
Okay. Well, you've
got
already beat him
2/3 of that one done tonight. You got the big mission tomorrow. Congratulations on your 2 wins tonight. It's a blast watching just somebody just wheel a thing around such a tough and technical racetrack as it is. Tough racetrack. I'm sure you'll be all over practice tomorrow to get your car prepared to get you a triple sweep here. But good luck to you tomorrow night, and good luck to you next week.
Thank you, and good job upstairs, fellas.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
I'd like to take this time and congratulate the top 3, Burton, Maliko, and Dan, for your guys' top 3 finishes. Honestly, it was great watching Dan and Mafia battle in the truck and in the Xfinity series.
Oh yeah, that
together.
truck battle was wicked.
I didn't even know who was gonna win at that point. I was literally watching, and like the guys at one point was side by side, neck to neck, and I was like, "Who's gonna cross the line first?"
I think Dan had a whole truck length on him by the end of by the start finish line, but it was still a wicked battle. Just want to say tonight was a great night of action. We did get 5 cautions tonight, but these folks, they cleaned it up tonight. As they always do. This is such an elite group of NASCAR Heat 4 drivers. They are amazing. They are really talented. And they know even when the going gets tough, they stick it through it, and they find the light at the end of the tunnel. And they get through that race. no doubt tomorrow night it'll be probably a tough to beginning, but it's a tough track and everybody on different setups, loose setups, tight setups. It's gonna be a blast tomorrow night. So make sure you don't miss it. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the homemade Veedverks Outlaw cars out on the track here at the Darlington Raceway. Don't miss it and tune in next Tuesday night for our Gunman Truck Series and our Bandits races then. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay warm, and we will see y'all tomorrow night.